Well, hello there, and good evening, everybody. I'm William Brantley from the North Jackson, Tennessee area near Westtown Commons Shopping Center, ready to report to you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days here in just a few moments. It turned out to be a fairly decent day, even though it did start off a little rainy, especially between midnight and sunrise and on up to about 10, 11 o'clock, I believe it was, or about 10 o'clock or so this morning. Then it finally quit, and it has moved over into Middle Tennessee now. And the skies cleared up right around noon, and it'll continue to be very nice over West Tennessee for the rest of the evening. We do have a slim chance, and I do emphasize slim, uh, 20, 30, 40% maximum tomorrow of a backdoor cold front moving through, which I'll show you in just a few moments. They'll be moving through between about 4 and 6 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon. That might give us a quick shower, but it should be gone and out of here by 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow night to where we return to fair skies. Kind of give you an idea of sort of what to expect on the forecast part. It has been mighty windy today. Speaking of that, I'll go ahead and read you the stats kind of quick like here. As of 5 p.m., the skies were clear here in North Jackson. The temperature was 66 degrees. The dew point was 37 degrees. The humidity was 34%. The winds were kind of gusty out of the north at 26 miles per hour, gusting to 33 miles per hour. And the barometric pressure was 29.79 inches of mercury. Today's low temperature so far has been 47 degrees. 66 has been our high so far today. And here in North Jackson, I've had 20 hundredths of an inch of rain since midnight. The lowest relative humidity has been 34% at 5 p.m. The highest was 97% at 12 through 3 and at 8 a.m. this morning. The lowest barometric pressure today has been 29.61, and that occurred at 2 and 3 a.m. The highest has been 29.79 inches, and that occurred at 5 p.m. Now, today's highest wind gust, we've had a lot of wind this afternoon, but the peak was at 40 miles per hour at the Jackson Airport out of the north at 12:42 p.m. and again at 2:51 p.m. So it happened 2 times this afternoon so far. Now, there was a wind advisory valid until 6 p.m. for Madison County, Tennessee, and points northwest of us, basically, west through northwest of us. Kind of along the line, well, it's not up anymore, but Madison County and the western half, basically, of West Tennessee was included in that, but that advisory expired at 6 o'clock. So that basically means that the winds should start dying down a little bit, so it shouldn't be quite as gusty as 40 miles an hour plus at times. So probably average 15 to 30 during the early evening hours, and even get lighter than that after midnight. Kind of give you an idea of what to expect on that. Okay, the sun, by the way, will be setting tonight at 7:45 p.m. It'll be rising tomorrow morning at 5:58 a.m. The moon will be setting tomorrow morning at 3:20 a.m. and be rising tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Today's records for May the 5th, hottest high would be 94 degrees, and that occurred in 1952. The whoa, that ain't no record. Sorry about that. The coolest high would be 61 degrees, and that happened in 1990. While the warmest low would be 70, and that occurred in 1950, 1976, 1977, and 2012. My goodness, 4 different years there that our low was as warm as 70 degrees. The coldest low would be 39 degrees in 2011. And today's rainfall record would be 2.46 inches, and that occurred in 2003. Okay, now let me go ahead and show you a few map features before I read to you the forecast. One of them is the satellite picture, and I'll go ahead and show it to you real quick like here. It's as of, courtesy of AccuWeather, of course, as of 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time, and as you can see from this map, West Tennessee's in the clear, north and south. The cloud cover is just east of the Tennessee River, but not too far from Nashville. Nashville will be getting some sunshine before too long as well, and points south and north of Nashville. Clarksville, Tennessee is right on the edge of it. Of course, now the clouds is still thick from Nashville east on over into the Appalachian Mountains, but most of Tennessee will probably clear out by tomorrow morning, hopefully. That's the satellite picture as of, like I said, 6 o'clock. Let me see if the other one will come up without giving me a problem real quick. Yes, great. Shows you how widespread the clear skies are, or is, I guess would be a better word to say. Yes, this is a very good example. Look how clear the skies are. Well, just about west of Nashville. There you see a little pin there pointing toward Jackson, Tennessee. So West Tennessee's in the clear, and this is the southeastern satellite view, and a good portion of the country is in the clear. Okay, now that you saw that, we move on to the radar. On a little bit backwards from usual. Now remember me talking about over toward Nashville? There's actually, we're in the clear for rain. There's no precipitation anywhere coming toward us. As you can see, now all the way over to Fort Smith, Arkansas, or even Muskogee, Oklahoma. I hope I'm saying that right. Nothing down in Mississippi, south of, unless it's south of Clarksville and Tupelo, and I doubt it, because I think the skies are clear on the satellite picture all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. Now, east of us, right along about Nashville and eastward, actually. Let me see if I can get my camera set up right. From about Nashville eastward is where the rain is. Raining pretty good east of, right near Cookeville, Tennessee, or right west of Cookeville, Tennessee, and over toward Morristown and Knoxville. Looks like it's raining over in that part. And in northern Georgia, parts of northern Georgia as well. And let me see if I can get one more view real quick, and then I'll let it go. One more wide span view, and then I'll let it go. This one will show it even more. That's a better view of the whole state. There you see where it's raining over in middle and east Tennessee. A little bit down even toward Atlanta, Georgia. So if anybody's traveling over in this area, you're going to encounter some rain for the next few hours at least. But even that rain should be going on over into middle Tennessee by early tomorrow morning, I believe. But it's over there. It's over there. It's clear to us. Over here, we're clear here, like I mentioned. And all that flooding's been going on, which is kind of in the center of this, of where I've got it now. They're finally trying to dry out a little bit over there. And north of Jonesboro, Arkansas. I believe it's Pocahontas, I think it is, the name of that town, and some places up in Missouri, up near St. Louis, and points in that area have been, encountering a lot of severe flooding. I think it's slowly going down, but it's probably going to take a few days for all that to clear up. Okay, now that you've seen that, let me move on to the forecast maps. This one is for tonight, of course. That's good enough right there. For Friday night, as of about, what would that be, 3:54, almost 4 o'clock. About 4 p.m., you see on this map, yes indeed, rain is over toward Nashville and on over into parts of North Carolina. Courtesy of those two lows up there, one of them in the Pennsylvania area and up near Minnesota. And that's where the majority of the precipitation across the whole country is. A little bit down in Florida, the northern sections it looks like, not statewide though. And out west it doesn't look too bad at the moment. And okay, back to us. We're in the clear here in West Tennessee, and by tomorrow, all of Tennessee should be in the clear by tomorrow. Now, Saturday morning map as of 3:30 a.m. Well, I take that back. All of Tennessee will be in the clear tomorrow. Forget about what I just said. According to this map, according to the National Weather Service, it's going to be raining, a good chance of rain in middle and East Tennessee, according to this map. Okay. You see the low pressure up there in Illinois, dropping a warm front down to West Tennessee. I think that cold front there that's going through northern Missouri is going to be moving through West Tennessee late tomorrow afternoon as a backdoor cold front, so to speak. In other words, it's coming in from an odd direction. That's really all that means. Coming in from the northeast instead of from the west or southwest, basically. And that's supposed to be coming through roughly between 4 and 6 o'clock. And that's where our tiny chance for rain might come from. Okay, that explains that. Florida's in the clear. The whole state is tomorrow, looks like. That's the western part of the country, just in case you're interested in going on what's going on out there. Some flooding that's possible way up there in northeastern Maine and southeast corner of Canada. And then looks like rain from about Atlanta, Georgia, all the way up to Pennsylvania, parts of Pennsylvania. Okay, that's tomorrow's map, as I mentioned. Sunday's map has us in the clear. Cool. Sunday morning as of 3:35 a.m. we're in the clear. Cold fronts move through. Pretty long cold front too. Even the lows moved out of the area up in the northeast. It's way up in southeast Canada. That high in Missouri, Illinois weather. Illinois is taking care of us. Little spot up there, rain up in Iowa and Nebraska and that part. And nothing in Florida. Nothing in Texas, actually. Well, western side, maybe. And then a little bit out west. And some up north, way up north in Canada. But here in Tennessee, we're in the clear. Cool. And this again is for Sunday morning as of 4:35 or so a.m. Okay, I'm going to go back to tomorrow's forecast map, depending upon how YouTube picks it out as I'm downloading. I'm going to go to it, and if it's selected good enough, I'll use this map as my regular one, which I'll say that's where it looks better, or try to. I'll put it that away. Maybe that'd be okay. That's again as of 3:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. The printed forecast calls for mostly clear skies rest of tonight, of course, with fair skies in general most of the day tomorrow, with the exception of roughly between, I'd say, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., where it might become very cloudy during those hours with a 30 to 40% chance of an isolated shower, but all of it should be gone by no later than 7 o'clock anyways, and then the skies will become mostly fair again. Now the low tomorrow morning should drop down to about 45 degrees, a couple of degrees cooler than it was this morning. Remember, it was 47 this morning. Tomorrow's high should get up kind of nice, 76 degrees. It's going to be about 10 degrees warmer tomorrow than today. It's still going to be windy though. We're going to have west winds instead of north winds. That'll help a little bit, even though they're going to be gusty at 20, gusting to 35 miles per hour tomorrow. We might need another wind advisory tomorrow. That'll be the judgment call by the National Weather Service though. Then by Sunday, the winds should die down a little bit and be just mostly clear on Sunday with a low near 44. That's getting on down there a little bit. But the high should climb on up to 72 degrees. It'll be a couple of degrees cooler actually. That's because that cold front's moving in tomorrow night. It's going to do more of a wind shift than anything, and it's going to hold the temperatures down just a little bit Sunday compared to Saturday. Go from 76 on Saturday to 72 on Sunday. We'll have north winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. On Monday, it's going to be mostly clear with a low near 47 and a high of 78. And we'll have south winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour, finally. And I'll go ahead and give you Tuesday, mostly clear with a low near 58 and a high of 83 with west winds at 10 to 20. Looks like it's going to be mostly clear on Wednesday with a low of 61 and a high of 85 with west winds at 10 to 20. And by Thursday and Friday, we have a 60% chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms both days. It's going to be very cloudy on Thursday and Friday, and then just mostly cloudy by next Friday night. It looks like there's a 60% chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms both Thursday and Friday, with a low near 62 and a high of 78 on Thursday, and a low of 57 and a high of 66 next Friday. And it looks like it's going to be mostly fair, by the way, by next weekend, with lows right around 50 and highs 69 next Saturday week, and a high of 73 next Sunday week, with winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour by then. Alrighty, I think I'm going to cut it off at that. I'm going to go ahead and leave the map as it is, and I hope all of you have a very pleasant Friday evening, May the 5th, 2017. The winds should, like I said, start dying down to an average of about 15 to 30 miles per hour, and even less than that after midnight. It might even be calm for a few hours early in the morning before they pick up again, maybe. It's just the thinking right now. Okay, I hope you wake up to a beautiful Saturday, May 6, 2017, and hopefully everything will work out so I can get back with you and give you another update about this time tomorrow evening. And until then, good night, my friends, and may God bless you.